Welcome to a spooktacular November 2016 edition of the DNG News. We're your hosts, the Headless Horseman.
And I need no introduction, Commander.
Right, I know. Many of you may have been expecting a Thanksgiving theme this month.
But the Emperor felt a disturbance in the Force. Drill was too close to another fall event, and the opportunity to dress up was too great.
So you'll just have to ride along with us. Seems like just 2 weeks ago, we saw each other at drill.
Yes, time flies like a TIE fighter. We have much news to impart.
That's right, Darth. Let's start with some video we didn't have time for last month. Way back in July, a group of soldiers from the Delaware National Guard flew down to Trinidad and Tobago aboard our Air Guard C-130.
As I am sure you are aware, the tiny island nation of Trinidad and Tobago is our state partner.
Yes, as part of partnership, we try to get together and share knowledge.
Soldiers from the 153rd Military Police Company and defenders from the 166th Security Forces Squadron worked with Trinidad and Tobago's Reserve Defense Force on how to enter and clear a building. What you are seeing here is the practical exercise that took place during the week. There was classroom and field training.
Meanwhile, the Delaware Army National Guard's medical detachment was training personnel from the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard and Reserve Defense Forces. Here you see their culminating training, how to enter a hostile environment, find casualties, and get them out for medical care. Thanks to our joint public affairs team for going down and covering the great nation-to-nation exchange.
Don't lose your head over it.
Well, things always go better when Army and Air work together.
Like for our Centers of Influence lifts. As a matter of fact, our reporter and National Guard Staff Sergeant Nathan Bright has a story on a COI lift held in October.
We in the Guard take knowledge of our mission for granted. For civilians, even those with some knowledge of the military, the Guard's unique role can be a mystery. Helping lift the veil of mystery are Centers of Influence lifts. DNG leaders bring in business, community, and governmental leaders for a day of show and tell. General Vavala explains the exceptional nature of the Guard in America's total force.
I did not realize the connection that you have to really support the governor, to support the president of the United States, and how you connect both at the local, really the local, state, federal, and global level in a way that was truly amazing to me. It was truly a surprise.
This month, airmen from the 166th Airlift Wing explained their jobs and equipment as EOD specialists, firemen, and security forces defenders. After lunch, the civilians toured the Army Aviation Support Facility, getting up close and personal with a Black Hawk. They then went to the River Road training site to sling lead downrange. Simulated lead, at least. They spent some time on the engagement skills trainer and the virtual convoy operations trainer. Saving perhaps the best for last, the group was taken on an orientation flight aboard a C-130. For some, it was life-changing.
Flight was amazing. It was truly breathtaking. I have the privilege of flying often commercial, and it will never be the same now that I've been on a C-130.
You know, I bet the civilians feel like a bunch of real winners.
I smell a transition.
Speaking of winners, congratulations to the Army's Kirkwood Award winner, Captain Aaron Black.
He was selected while serving as commander of Charlie Company, 198th Signal Battalion. The Kirkwood Award is given to an Army company commander each year for outstanding achievement in unit leadership.
A future Kirkwood winner may be in this recent group of Officer Candidate School graduates.
Aaron Mutter, Brittany Poore, and Corey Stromer all raised their hands to become second lieutenants in the Delaware Army National Guard. Mutter, the Class Distinguished Honor Grad, is going to the 261st Tactical Theater Signal Brigade, Poore to the 160th Engineer Company, and Stromer is going to the 198th Expeditionary Signal Battalion.
Good luck, LTs. The Empire counts on you.
The country.
Country, yes.
The country also counts on its retirees.
Each side of the Guard honors a retiree in its own way. The Air Guard had a retiree breakfast in September. They stenciled this year's retiree on a C-130. Colonel Virginia Schneider served for over 27 years in the 142nd Aeromedical Evacuation Squadron.
The Army held its ceremony at Bethany Beach Training Site. Here they unveiled the camp honoree with a sign in front of the base. This year's honoree was Colonel Howard Harkey, Jr., who served in the Army Medical Detachment.
Speaking of honor, it is our honor to introduce the Emperor, the Adjutant General, for this month's Frankly Speaking. Darth Vader has left the building.
Good day, Delaware National Guard. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that's very dear to my heart and something that has proudly become the signature program for the Delaware National Guard, and that's our War on Hunger. Everywhere you look, there's evidence of the great need here in the state to help those less fortunate. We initiated the War on Hunger about 8 years ago, and since then, through your continued generosity and hard work, have collected more than 100,000 pounds of food. That food was distributed through the Food Bank of Delaware and has helped thousands of our fellow Delawareans. While the need is year-long, and we continue year-long, I wanted to appeal to you to make an extra push during this upcoming holiday season. We have a shopping cart or a donation barrel set up in each of our facilities, and I ask that you bring in a non-perishable food item when you come in for duty. I've tasked our leadership with making this year's War on Hunger drive the most successful yet, and we need your help. So again, I appeal to your sense of giving during this holiday season and remind you that giving a little makes a big difference to those in need. I also wanted to talk to you about a couple of opportunities to come out and have a great time with your Delaware National Guard family. Of course, I'm talking about the annual holiday concert series put on by our 287th Army Band of our Delaware National Guard. This year, our concert dates are 7 and 8 December. On the 7th, we'll be at the Grand Opera House in Wilmington. And for those of you who live further south, on the 8th, we'll be at Dover Downs Hotel and Casino. If you've been before, I don't have to tell you what a great concert the 287 puts on. If you've not, please come out and see what you've been missing. I assure you, you'll be impressed with the versatilities and the talents of the band and have a great time with your families. So be sure to bring friends and family to the concert. And if you have little ones, let them know that Santa Claus never misses one of our concerts. Before I go, I wanted to wish you and your family a blessed Thanksgiving. We all have a lot to be thankful for. So please enjoy some time with your family and celebrate. I look forward to seeing you all during this unit training assembly. And don't forget about the War on Hunger and our holiday concerts. May God bless you, our state, and our great United States of America.
Good.
Is that it?
Yep.
That's it?
No.
Thank you, General. Here's a little motivation for our brethren in green.
For most of the year, Army-Navy relations are cordial. But the Academy football game brings out rivalry everywhere. Help Army beat Navy during our War on Hunger competition. For December drill, bring food or money to your readiness center. Don't let the Navy outdo us this year. Everything goes to a better community.
That's all the news for this month. Before you head out, here's a video put together by the 166th Airlift Public Affairs team.
Showing a maintenance squadron performing an isochronal inspection of a C-130. This is normally a 20-day process, but they've sped things up. Watch.